right?
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the third episode of the Read.
Yeah, you're not getting it.
I wasn't there either.
Okay, I'll count us off because obviously when you guys count off, it's not working. Okay, you ready?
Welcome to the third episode of the Revamp Deep Dive podcast. My name is Aiden Morgan.
I'm Xavier Sneed.
And I'm DeAndre Montgomery.
The series we are in is titled Breaking Bad Habits. And today we will continue our discussion by talking about bad academic habits. Academics are the subjects you study in school, and they help build memory, logic, knowledge, and confidence. It is widely known that academically successful individuals are likely to be employed and have a more stable employment than those with less education. How have the people around you and/or these expectations impacted your perspective on academics?
Good question. I feel like saying that it's like there's inherent competitive nature in academics, especially like the higher you get, like in high school.
Yeah. Like
especially DeAndre and I as seniors, we're in the college admissions process, like pretty deep into it now. But I think that in the beginning steps, it's always like, what's your GPA? What's your SAT score? Do you have an A in this class? Do you have an A in that class? And it makes things a lot more difficult.
Because first I drank it, and then my cap fell, and then I needed to cough.
Yeah.
Just restart, yeah.
Bro, you good, bro. You good.
How have the people around you and/or these expectations impacted your perspective on academics?
Ooh, good question. I think this is especially relatable for DeAndre and I as seniors right now.
Yes.
Because we're in the middle of the college application process, and it's always such a competitive and personal thing. People are always asking, what's your SAT score? What's your ACT score? GPA? What do you have in this class? And it's not really learning for learning's sake, but it's more like you're learning just so you can get into a good college. It kind of takes away from the enjoyment of learning.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Another thing is, like, coming straight into high school, a lot of things that they'll tell you is you have time. And that time goes by like this. So with that time, you need to just make wise decisions. And even if you don't, stuff is going to happen. It's high school, you know what I mean? So when people, like, affect your learning or whatever, it can shape, like, what you want to do, like, later on. And, like, you start, you rethink things that you initially thought you had when you went in high school versus, like, when you're about to go out.
Do you feel pressure to be perfect? How do you deal with it?
There's absolutely pressure to be perfect, but, like, I'll say, I don't know. It's like, you feel like you have to get really good grades, otherwise you're going to be a failure. Like, if your GPA is not 4.0, you're not going to have anywhere to go to college. If you don't get a bunch of A's on this test, then you're not going to be able to pass the class. You'll have to do the grade over again. It's like a spiral from there. So yeah, there's definitely pressure to be perfect. But I feel like the more you go on, the less pressure there is. Kind of like, it's kind of paradoxical, but like, the later you get, the older you get, the easier it is to realize that, wait, this actually doesn't matter as much as I thought it did. A B doesn't affect me as much as I thought it did. I will pass to the next grade. I will not be failing forever.
Wait, I got a question. What's a course either of you, like, you took, and, like, afterwards you're like, why did I take this? Like an elective or something like that?
We aren't able to choose our electives yet since we're still in middle school. But
Really?
yeah.
What?
I forgot how the whole process works. Like,
And we're also at a
this.
private school, so.
I think we signed up in middle school. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I signed up for anatomy and physiology earlier this year. That's like the study of the function and structure of the human body.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't regret it, but I also wonder why I did that, because like it's a big memorization class, and I didn't want to memorize all that stuff. It's a science, and I'm not really good at sciences.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So,
I mean, you're an acting kid, so you should be good at memorizing stuff. This is
yeah,
practice.
that was my logic
That's
too.
practice.
That was my logic too. But then it turns out that I didn't want to learn all that stuff, because now I have to like label all the parts of the heart, and I don't want to do that. But the reason I took it is because there like aren't a lot of electives in my school, so I'd taken.
What
most
were
of the
some of the
final ones.
electives you could have done?
I could have done like physics or yearbook. I would have taken yearbook in retrospect, or like
You should have done
what else? I
yearbook.
could have done choir, but I didn't.
You should have done
I did
choir.
not want to do choir. Yeah, there were options. I made one of them
Wait, you said there weren't a lot of options.
because there like aren't a lot of electives in my school. So there weren't a lot, but there were some.
Okay. You have an answer
For what?
for the question?
Oh, wait, what was it?
Do you feel pressure to be perfect? How do you deal with it?
Pressure to feel perfect? No, because when I first got to high school, I realized, bro, not everybody's perfect. I will say, I feel like there was pressure for me to fit in, but especially like 11th grade and this year, I'm like, bro, I don't need to really worry about that. I'm just focus on these grades, what I'm gonna be doing, like later on in life, and then I'll just be chilling.
Here are some bad academic habits: cramming, procrastination, relying on passive learning, skipping class or showing up to class late, poor time management, studying in an environment full of distractions. Do you guys have any of these habits?
All the above.
Yeah, I think I have all of those habits.
Wait. Not skipping.
Oh, skipping?
Not skipping.
I
remember one time though, this was 10th grade. This was AP Gov. I remember I was the only black kid in there, and I hated it. It was like all like the photos of the presidents, and then they got to Obama, and then just kept on going. That's how I felt. Like, you know what I mean? It was just that one. So I remember I was walking as slow as I could, so I wouldn't get there, and I'd be like, bro, should I just skip, bro? Because like it was just so horrible.
Yeah, not skipping, but like, I feel like especially after first semester senior year, the senioritis it sets in.
What does that even mean? I hear that all the time.
It's like when you lock out.
You got arthritis?
No, no. You just stop wanting to go to school and stop trying your hardest,
Bro.
And,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
yeah.
Well, sometimes.
And first semester or even last year, if I got a 0 for not doing an assignment, I totally would have gone back to the teacher and asked to redo it. I haven't even tried that once this semester. Like, I didn't do a math assignment. I got a 0 out of 5. It was 5 points. It was it was small, like those small grades.
Oh.
One time I just asked my psych teacher if I could just not do the assignment. that
I'm
she
the opposite.
graded.
I always ask to do it because then if I get a bad score, 1, I don't like having a bad score. 2, also, I feel like I do it too much. And sometimes I feel like they're mad at me, like annoyed that I always ask, like if I get a bad score, like, oh yeah, can I please retake it? But like I still do it. So, yeah.
I would say a big one on that list for me. I'm sorry. Could you read the list again?
It was cramming, procrastination, relying on passive learning, skipping class / showing up to class late, poor time management, and studying in an environment full of distractions.
Ooh, I would say number 1, procrastination. I don't know why I'm ranking them, but my top 3, procrastination. 2, cramming, and 3. Actually, I really only got a 3. But I will say my time management has gotten better. But procrastination for me, it's gotten better, like to not do it. Mm-hmm. But because now, like, I'm in a state where it's just like, I'm about to be out of here. Let me just chill a little bit. Like, especially after school when I get home. Because it used to be, let me get home, put my lunch up, yada, 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 say my prayer, do work, just like for the rest of the night. Now it's just like, chill. But it's like, I can't differentiate the chilling and like actually like doing work. And it's just like, it mixed. So now it's just like, it's gotten like, not bad, but like, it's on the verge of like, go down.
Procrastination is a big one for me too. I make study guides sometimes like in Quizlet, and after I make them, I just leave them for a few days.
Right.
Like when the test is a week later, typically studying like 5 minutes a day at least would be really helpful, but I just can't force myself to do it. I wait until the last day, then I cram on the study guide.
Right.
And that's it, yeah.
You know what a good study method is though?
What?
You like break like your study sessions up. Like, and it can be like little, like 15 minutes maybe, like 15-minute blocks, like an hour apart. That's what I do sometimes.
What are some strategies you guys use to improve your learning? You just kind of said one, but.
Oh, for the study? Come back to me.
Ooh, I got this. In psych right now, we're learning about encoding, which is like the intake of information in your memory.
Yeah.
And they taught us this really cool trick. I don't know if it's really relevant for learning. Actually, maybe it is. It's called the method of loci or the memory palace. So wait, like go on a trip with me real quick. You're shopping. Your mom tells you what to get the day before, but you forget this stuff a lot. So you think, okay, how can I remember this? I want you to picture your school right now. You're in your school. Then you walk in. The welcome mat, there's spaghetti on it. Someone dropped spaghetti in the welcome mat. So you remember, I need to get spaghetti. You walk into the doors, you see the water fountains, but they're not water, that's milk. There's milk coming out of the water fountain. So now you have spaghetti on the welcome mat, milk in the water fountains. You get to your first class of the day. Your teacher has a mustache made of chocolate. This is so odd because he's never had a mustache before, but now he has one made of chocolate. Like, it's so bonkers. Now you go
Is this
shopping
like a
the next day.
dream or something?
No, this is just like you're making a palace in your memory about what you need to get for shopping. It's gonna make sense in a second. Now you walk into school, Aiden.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need to get? What's the first thing you see when you walk into school?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti on the welcome mat.
On the welcome
Now, DeAndre, you walk another step. What's the water fountain spewing?
Not chocolate, milk, just regular.
And what is the teacher's mustache made out of?
Chocolate.
That's right. I promise you tomorrow you're gonna remember that. Anyway, this is just like it's such a convoluted method.
So you
But,
make
like,
up scenarios to
you tie things in your head to things that are already familiar. Like, say I want to learn about mitochondria being the powerhouse of the cell.
Wait, but what if you keep seeing it and then you keep thinking of spaghetti?
Well, oh no.
Because and then you run out of places. Like if I go every inch, oh yeah, this inch of the table mat is blah blah
you're
blah.
so right. You have to use different places. You cannot just use the same place because
So
spaghetti.
if you have a small area,
You have to make new areas. Like we're in church right now. Maybe the cross on the top of the building here is a pizza. Like, no, I promise you it works. Sorry, wait. Can someone else talk now?
We need to keep that.
strategies. That I
Oh yeah,
use.
that's right, strategies. Use AI for good use. Listen, it may sound crazy. But what I do is I'll have ChatGPT, because I know they blocked it at school now. But when I get home and I have a test, I'll make 3 mock tests. So 1 is easy, medium, and then hard. And then I'll consist of multiple choice, writing, true or false, and whatnot. So that could be a good method for tests, I would say.
Yeah.
There are always flashcards,
Another
too.
strategy to improve your learning.
It's OG.
I know this seems like something like your mom and dad, like your teacher would say. Like ask your teacher for maybe if you have homework but it's not really helping, ask him for I don't know, maybe it's something a little extra. Because I asked my teacher for because I have to do. Usually I have to do only odds for homework, but this week I asked if I could do all of them, just because some of the stuff is a little confusing. So
Another thing with that, learn it yourself, because I feel like we just put school learning, we just keep it in school. You know what I mean? We don't go outside of it when we're not in school. So it can be simple things as going to YouTube or something like that,
Yes.
or another website to research about it, stuff like that.
Yeah. Also, explaining to people around you is always helpful because if you articulate what you're saying, you'll learn it a lot better. You'll know that you learn it or know what you need to learn. If I tell you about what bone is where, it'll be easier for both of us because then I'm verbalizing what I'm saying.
bone.
I went back to anatomy. Sorry, because
This guy, the anatomy is haunting this kid, bro.
it's haunting me. I have a test from the heart and the cardiovascular and respiratory system on the 19th, and I'm dreading it.
Sorry, it was just
With the talking though, that's called the blurting method, by the way.
Blurting?
Yeah, the blurting method. You
Blurting.
just blur stuff out in info, so it can register more in your head.
yeah.
Yeah. Clavicle, scapula, nasal bone.
Bro, this guy.
Sorry.
6, 7. I'm just kidding. Okay. Lastly, what do you believe God thinks about academics and your habits?
You'd probably be saying, "Get them A's, boy," or something.
I never think of religion in the context of school. Other than praying for a good grade in a test, I don't see God coming down and saying, "Thou shall not get Fs."
Right, because grades really don't define us. And
Did they learn in the Bible? What did they do to educate themselves in the Bible?
Yes, I really don't know.
Yes.
Well, I guess, what all God wants, it doesn't matter if you get an F or an A, just just so you can worship Him and do everything you do is for God. So even if like you like don't like you can even if like education makes you like you like the best person and still if you don't work for God, that's not what God wants. If you get A's and a bunch of stuff. So even if like you just like a plumber and you say, yeah, I work for God like to help people like who can't afford a plumber or something like that, and you plumb for them, that would God would still like that, even though you haven't had as much education.
Right. And it's like another thing with school. It's not accepting failure, but getting back up and trying again, just like God would hope for us to do. And especially even in sports, but especially like with studying and stuff like that, we may feel tired or like not feel like doing it, or we don't know why we're doing it. Like there's always this question I know like y'all get in your class, especially in math. They're like, where are we gonna use this in the real world? Like, do they always say that?
Oh yeah, they always say that.
Like,
And then they give us stuff we're gonna use in the real world, and then they don't like it.
Right.
But yeah, that's a whole different story. Lastly, we're gonna have a habit challenge. So, commit to good academic habits like studying a reasonable set or amount of time per day, maintain good sleep, and actively engage in class. Practice active recall, and learn and study in a structured environment for academics until the rest of the month.
You got it.
Good luck.
Double thumbs up.
Okay. Okay, well, let us know in the comments, just so you know. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time for bad... Why does it say social media habits?
Sorry.
And podcasters, thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Next time, we're going to have bad school relationship habits. So, bye.
I
Is
do
this
have
still
voice
recording?
memos.
Yeah, we got bloopers.
Oh my god.